and we've started.
Alrighty, and we're here.
Again.
Recording.
Yes,
I
he's
see
back.
my audio. Let's go.
Back again.
Oh god.
Shady's
All right,
back.
he's ready for 5-hour
The
combat
Squires
again.
are back.
Woohoo!
Please no. Please don't do
Here's
that to me again.
5-hour
The
combat
secret,
session.
the secret sequel to the combat.
secret.
It's another 5-hour combat.
Except
Combat
this time,
2.
all of us are playing the enemies, and Andrew is playing all the PCs.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Andrew, hope you're excited to
No.
summon a T-Rex, a Boule.
No. Don't make me do it.
Don't make me
You had as much. You guys had enough. You had Hayden, you had as many things to control as I did at points. You take summoner. You are by far the top summoner person I know. You take that trophy. You win.
I love summoning. And Andrew, you know the best part?
What?
If I was controlling
didn't
as
do
many things as you
Charles.
were, I did not do Charles. I didn't have a spell slot for it. But
I win.
that means if I can control that much, imagine what I'm gonna do to you guys in the next campaign.
Oh shit,
my
he's
gosh.
right.
Don't even talk to
See,
me.
I plan on the next campaign being less, I don't know. I'm more silly goofy in the next campaign.
Really?
very
Because
serious.
I'm playing a much more. Well, I don't want to spoil too much.
No, I'm much more. My character specifically is much more silly goofy.
Alright, well, guess we'll see what happens. We're doing a little bit of a yin and yang tonal shift with our characters, and that's okay. Because that's next campaign. Tune in for next campaign whenever that happens, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Into the wilds. Can I reveal that? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we can
okay.
cut
We
that.
can cut it.
No,
We
no,
could-
I don't care.
Cut that. Bleep him.
Yeah,
Bleep
he
him.
definitely
Bleep
can
him.
cut that
Mute
because
him.
I feel like
Well, no,
we should do that in
no.
the epilogue. We should do that in the last
Take
chat
his-
episode.
Well, no, I'm
Yes,
already
yes.
I'm already putting that. It's already in the mid-episode breaks that are going to be added onto this type of stuff. So,
Damn.
people like to
Oh,
get ready
they already
for it.
know.
Ugh.
Damn.
Now, but just for
Or if
me,
you want-
takeaway is right.
Or if you
Takeaway is
want,
free speech. Take it
should
away.
I go through into all those mid-episode breaks and bleep it out?
Yes. Yes.
At least the
No.
name.
Yeah.
At least the
Hayden.
title.
Yes.
That'd be a good bit. That'd be a
Yes. Yes, Hayden. No. Please. That would be so much
Coming
fun.
soon. It's.
Bleep.
good bit. That'd actually be really nice. I'm gonna do
I like
that.
that.
Yeah, I like it too.
And now,
that's a fun one.
back to the episode.
Yeah, let's get back into this
Oh,
episode.
the episode.
Fun facts for everybody. Yay!
Oh, we're doing more? We're doing more?
We don't have to, but I was.
Okay.
We can skip,
I gotta
we
think
can
of one
skip.
now.
It's fine.
Ready?
I'm ready. Let's get into it.
I'm just ready to play.
Let's get into
I'm
it.
just ready to play, bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right
Let's do it. Let's do it.
into the news.
All right.
Just your average kind of scholars in a world of mystery and sacred altars. Together we will make it through. Together we will find the truth. Class out of session, an honest confession. I pray we pass the test. Portals and dangers, golems and strangers. We could really use a rest. The odds are stacked against us. Those in charge have turned villainous. I promise we are gonna try before we say goodbye.
We've got Thonic on the ground. He's just told us that the portal will take us to the mom.
Yep.
And we're going to go get the mom, and we sleep for 8 hours on the floor in this room.
Yeah, and it's so comfy because I use Marion as a pillow.
I
Okay.
spoon Thonic.
Where are you guys gonna? Where are you guys gonna sleep?
I'm spooning with Thonic.
Just on the straight
Okay,
floor.
Okay,
Yeah.
right where you're
I
at, or up top, or anywhere specific.
Let's see. I dragged Thonic and me over to this crystalline patch of flowers over here, and I put my arm around him, and I'm like, if you fucking do anything, I will kill you in your sleep.
I'm gonna take
Don't even move.
me and Marion, and we're gonna be over here. Hee.
This is the strangest long rest I've ever heard. But I'm
Don't
here
even
for it.
move.
Andy,
Just
Actually asleep. I've got my eyes open.
what's scary
Trancing.
is you're saying this and he's blind. I have my eyes open. Like, that's insane. That is wild to say to someone who just got blinded.
This is a really dark turn for JD.
Okay.
Andy, the gloves of
Kremen-
concealment. You can
Yes.
just pull shit out, right, from the vault.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Noted.
I'm limiting it. I'm gonna roll. We're gonna have a D100. It's gonna be like a once a day thing, and then you can pull stuff from it. If you want to, I can have you do that now, and then I can
Yeah,
look
I'll
up a random. You know what? I'm embracing it. I'm embracing this. Hold on. 1 second. Okay. Yeah. No. I asked you ChatGPT to generate a list of 100 D&D items. Here we go. Roll D100, buddy.
I got
do it.
83.
At 83. It's still generating. It's at 41.
We're halfway there.
We're halfway there. It's generating. I broke ChatGPT. It's not responding. Ah. Okay. Roll again. It's only generated 74. We're going from a list of 74 right now. It's in progress. Roll again. It only got to 74.
Okay.
I guess it didn't catch what. I guess yeah.
Okay, let me just get some dice. 92.
You gotta roll below 74, my friend. that's what I'm rolling with the
84.
punches. I don't think you understand the rules of this game.
37. There we go. Jesus.
Okay, 37.
It just didn't want me to roll low.
I can already see how this is gonna fuck me over. A potion of speed. A potion that increases the drinker's movement speed and grants the effect of the haste spell for 1 minute.
Ooh.
Oh, hell yeah.
So yeah, pretty cool.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. Now that I've gambled, I'm going to go to sleep.
Let's go gambling. Yeah. Anyway.
Let's go gambling. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Sorry.
Oh, dang it.
So Yidril goes
I
over
love this.
to the
I love everything that guy makes.
to the door to the altar, and it will not open. And he just turns the rest of you. I guess I'm staying here then, if you don't mind.
JD opens up an arm like get in on this action.
I really don't know how I feel about cuddling with a student. JD.
JD just makes prolonged eye contact.
Krim is gonna look around the corner to be peeking at this interaction.
This is not helping.
What did you, Joel, say?
This is not helping, Mr. Davidson. Should we? What are we just? What are you doing with him exactly?
I'm spooning.
He-
Thonic.
What? I am afraid of you.
Is this Yidril or Andrew?
This is Yidril. At this
Do I
point,
need, is this
this is the least
it's gonna
crazy
reflect me-
thing I've seen all day.
Yeah.
So
Like,
yeah,
honestly-
why not? Sure.
Yeah.
I'll
hey,
make.
hey, Yidril.
That's-
Yidril, look at me for a second.
Yeah, JD.
You're literally only here because of me. Give me a pass on this one.
As someone who serves the goddess of peace, I'm going to have to make peace with this. And
Yes,
this is
thank
what
you.
I'm going to do. And he goes up and
Thank you.
sits against a wall and contemplates his life choices. Patel is going to go hang out with the girl SWAT on the other side of the room. And Jesse's by himself, I guess.
Yeah, like just propped up against a wall, Bimley as a pillow.
Yeah, I'm assuming
Okay.
Patel's with us girls.
Just taking a second.
Cool. Who has what stuff? I should say.
Well, Marion still
Yeah, I'm
has.
just kind of holding all of it right now. I can give it out to people. I would have definitely given the orb to Krem.
Orb.
Orb.
Yeah,
Wait,
the
what orb?
It had
the orb with
the
the professor.
Oh.
Professor Laughing Hearts inside. You guys have not released her.
How do we do that though?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna make an Arcana check to fucking release my mission. A 6 + 2, an 8.
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
You don't know. Like, it could be as simple as breaking this thing, or breaking this thing could like
Kill her?
completely kill her.
yeah.
We all-
You don't know.
Can we assume we all put our heads together on this before we split up?
The circle?
I mean, y'all got your 8 hours, so
Yeah.
Wait, so we're rested?
I'm.
no, it's just
Yeah.
in your rest period is what I'm saying. But yeah,
He.
sure, I'll give you guys a rest.
Resting in 3, 2, 1.
Hell yeah.
So we rested. Thonic is never going to be the same. Yidril is going to look at me differently every day of my life.
I don't want to know what
And,
happened in
we're
8
gonna-
hours.
We're going to roll Arcana on the orb.
Yeah,
And,
I'll join in this and roll some Arcana.
Everyone else can roll insight to see what I did to Thonic. I'm not listen, I'm actually going to back that one back a little bit. I did nothing overtly like weird. I was just like freaking him out. That's all I did. I was
You
just like freaking him out
succeeded.
the entire time.
You made it
Yes.
worse than the Cloak of Fly somehow.
Yeah, you were just tormenting him the whole time.
Yes.
I'm an elf. I don't need sleep. I'm gonna bother you for the entire time. Da 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 da.
Yeah, like in his meditation, he's just like, Thonic, you look really weird right now. You should see yourself if you could fucking open your eyes.
Open test.
Shit like that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I got a 15 on Arcana on that orb, seeing if I can learn this.
I got a dirty 20 after I rolled again.
I got a 14.
Can you roll again?
One time roll on it. Sorry.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll remain the way I am.
What about you,
What'd you
Jesse?
pick?
Got a 14.
A 14. All right, JD.
14. I got a 15.
She looks very weak, and is it you're doing this at the end of your 8 hours? I guess.
Yes.
Okay. So you could release her, but you don't know what condition she would be in. You believe that Thonic was draining a lot of her power by holding on to this orb.
How do I release her?
You can just use the command word, which would be release, like a Pokeball.
Oh shit, that was easy. That's really easy. I relay that information to the group, and I say, "All right, should I just pop this bad boy open?"
I don't see why not.
I mean, like she's gonna be in a rough state probably, but I'll just like heal her because I'm a cleric, right?
And Yidril is here too, so.
Yeah. We all on the same page?
Sure, why not?
All right. Release.
It's like a
All
Pokemon
right.
ball.
Like a little Pokemon. It makes the trademark Pokemon noise that we're not going to play because trademark.
And
And Professor Laughing Heart appears.
Whoa! Look at her hair.
She's an elf who has kind of her hair pulled to the side. She looks very hip and young. Kind of got an earring that kind of goes down. Has the double W. She's wearing this nice sort of like tulip-esque, not tulip, but like martini-esque dress, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. No, I know
Like
what you're
martini
saying.
glass. Accentuates the
I do
hips,
not know
but
what
like
that
in a
is.
power boss way, kind of like sexy, but also power boss.
Okay, Andrew. I'm seeing the vision.
And she,
I'm learning your type, Andrew.
Yeah, me too. That's
Yeah,
also
no.
what I'm hearing in this.
It's fine. This is not based on anything. Anyway,
Like sexy, but like in a power boss way, you know?
Andrew,
But yeah.
I love this little lore that I'm learning about you right now.
yeah, this is the very end secret. This is what you waited through the whole podcast for, to find out my type.
I would do that.
I would listen to the whole thing just to learn Andrew's type.
Yes.
Andrew, I can't say that I would do that, but I have enjoyed most of the podcast.
That's fantastic. I'm so glad. So yeah, Professor Laughingheart falls to the ground, and I had to nail this voice. Well, you finally freed me. I'm so. Where is that son of a bitch? I'm gonna kill him. She's looking.
I was
around.
under that tree over there. He's under that tree over there.
She
Go
takes
look
a
at
dagger out from one of her pockets. I
Do we
specifically
need him
told
alive?
him. Do we? Do you have any other business with him? Because I'm gonna kill him. I specifically told him, do not mess with this book or do any of this stuff.
I look at my guys and I'm like, guys, do we need them alive for anything?
I mean,
Like,
I'm a
hey,
very.
Thonic, is there any reason we should keep you alive?
Yeah, I feel like he's the.
Do you want to beg for your life, Thonic? Because it's not looking good for you right now.
He would have cried during the 8-hour period, but he does not have tear ducts
Yeah.
anymore.
He has no more tears to weep.
But in response to hearing this, he simply says, yet again, I cannot stop what has already been set in motion.
Dog, you gotta get less existential. This is like
Thonic,
a
okay.
yay or nay.
Thonic, tell us what is in motion. Speak
Yeah.
so plainly, or I will let her. We will just let her stab you to death. It's
We know
not complicated.
we know your intelligence stats. We know your intelligence stats are better than ours. Fucking speak. You're a professor, though. Your job is to distill information into digestible chunks.
I learned something recently, he says, smiling. There's more to these books than I initially realized.
How so?
These aren't just the manifestation of spells. I don't know how, but these are people. And when I opened this book, and she knows it too, I knew that victory was assured.
all right,
You
Thonic.
lost,
I'm
though.
gonna grab his hand. Can I Eldritch Blast?
No.
I don't think it cares about pain, dude. I really don't think it cares about pain.
Can we just torture him a little bit?
I mean, go for it, but like,
Shocking grasp.
You shock him. Roll damage.
Shock him! Boom, shakalaka.
Where is it?
actually, shit.
3. It's just 4 damage. Please just speak plainly.
In that book that she tried to keep from me is me. When I saw that, I knew I had to fulfill what was in front of me.
Shock him again.
No, but he gave you answers.
I gave you what you wanted.
13 damage.
13 damage. All right.
You're not putting it
He also-
plainly.
Open the book and see for yourself.
I want to open the book.
Go for it.
Andrew, where is this book?
So I assume that Jesse had it. That's why I was asking who.
Yeah,
had it.
I hand it to her.
Okay. So are you casting the Tome of Greater Planar Binding?
Oh. Well,
Here, Krem, do you want some base magic run through? We can give you a quick rundown.
nope, I'll just raw dog it.
All right.
All right. I was offering to help you. All right.
Yep.
All right, make an intelligence saving throw for me.
Okay, well, that's tough. I got an 18 plus 4, so a 23.
Damn.
22.
All right. So you open this book, and Thonic, in basically the pre-destroyed state, pops out of this book, and is there in front of you. And he looks at all of you. Can't you see? This is what I was destined to do.
Do you have his memories?
Oh, we're practically the same. He
What makes you
has
different?
my will, nothing, except for the fact that I am contained within this book and he is there.
Ah. So
So
who
what is
came
this
first?
purpose?
No, I want to know who came
The
first.
chicken or the egg?
Yes.
The
Thonic of the
the
book.
Thonic who's been tortured on the ground goes, I think that every person has a spell of their own. A wish or will that is so powerful it lies within the weave itself. So when I saw that this book had my will, I knew it was my destiny.
Dog.
What is your destiny, please?
To do this. And the tome cast Greater Planar Binding on the magic mirror thing on the ground. And
Uh-huh.
it is not complete. And so this thing starts to glitch and ripple and stretch. And the earth begins to shake. And everything around you is beginning to shudder.
Should I close the book, guys?
Yes,
Can we
please.
do that? Can we do that?
And you close the book and the shuddering stops.
Okay, close the book.
Is the new Thonic gone?
Yeah, he's back in the book.
So
Hand
to
on the-
clarify,
Hand on the back of Thonic's
tortured
head,
Thonic.
shock him.
Okay, we actually need him alive, please.
3 damage.
As much as
3
I
damage.
am one for torture, I'd rather not torture right now.
He's trying to get us to do what he wants.
That's what he's been doing this whole
Yeah,
time.
clearly.
Yes.
And
he's not in a position to negotiate, is he?
No, he's not.
But you're just being brutal at the moment.
Yeah. Let's tone it down just a
He's-
hair, dude.
Ugh.
Gotta keep that moral high ground.
Oh, you want to keep the
Listen,
moral
I
high
sp-
ground on me, do you?
It's hard to
Yeah,
lose it against
listen.
him.
Remember,
Listen, I spooned him the whole night, and I'm telling you to keep the moral high ground.
if you use this
I had a
portal
bond.
that I have for you right now, you stand on the
Mhm.
work of everything I've done,
Okay.
which makes you no better than me.
No, it really does. No, that's not how that works at all.
Why not? I
Your
worked,
logic is completely flawed.
put all this together, only for you to turn the key.
Do you know how fireworks were originally made?
Fireworks?
Yeah, do you know how fireworks were originally made?
Mixing a combination of gunpowder with a thread and time delays. Yes, I would say
Yeah.
I do.
Very, very, very true. That's how a firework is created. Fireworks were born from the minds of people looking for destruction. We figured out how to blow things up, and our first thought wasn't how to make it beautiful. Our first thought was how to hurt people with it. We created weapons of destruction. We created bombs. Limbs were blown off. Husbands taken away from wives. And yet, out of that kind of creation, out of gunpowder, we've elected to create something beautiful. Something's origins don't define what it does in perpetuity. So just because we take your work here doesn't mean that we stand for everything that you did beforehand.
He stays silent to this.
Hello?
He does not have a reply.
Knockety knockety.
You know? Well, okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna roll insight on him, see what I can learn really quick. See if we can learn anything. Got a 9 flat on that one.
You can't tell if he's being petty, or if your argument was so sound that it shut him up, or if he's just frustrated with all the shocking, but he doesn't seem like he wants to say anything anymore.
We tried
Professor
to
Laughing
protect.
Heart,
You can go first,
do
Jesse.
you know what will happen if we cast this tome with everything placed correctly?
It all depends on if he's a mad genius or just a madman. I don't know.
Clarify.
So either he's a mad genius and he's figured out how to open up portal shards that have already been activated without any side effects, or he's doing whatever it takes to get to where he wants to go, no matter the consequence.
I think the second
So
one
if
is...
this, I would need some time to study this to figure it out if it actually would work. But there is a possibility that if all the pieces were in place and this portal and the tome were used correctly, there would be no ill side effects.
Okay. Can I try a different tack real quick?
A different what?
Tact. Like a different idea.
Oh yeah, that's what D&D is all about. Why is Marion all alone?
Yes.
Put her over here.
I don't know. I'm gonna crouch down in front of Phonic and take his face in my hands. Phonic, are you so single-minded in this that you can't see anything else?
Make an intelligence check for me. This is actually a really good question.
And I'm actually gonna cast enhance ability on myself
Okay.
as I do this because I would love to. Where is it? I would love to have advantage on this kind of check. First one is a 16. Second one is a 5.
Okay. So he has told you that he's known about this room for a long time. And every time he wants to get into this room, he has to give up a piece of information that is personal about his own life.
Yes.
Oh.
So it gets to a point where you do that so many times where you start to lose a bit of yourself.
Yeah.
So that might be why he's so single-minded on this specific task. Because he just has lost all care and emotions about pretty much everything else.
I relay that, and then I still got his head in my hands, and I'm like, Phonic, you've given up a lot chasing this dream. And maybe you've made people out to be enemies who weren't your enemies at all. Can I give you a chance here? A chance to redeem yourself? Would you take it?
I don't know how I can be redeemed. I've done nothing wrong.
He lets go of his face and stands up straight. In a really sad way, guys, I don't think this is even malicious at this point. I think it's just what's left of a man who was intelligent and brave and ingenuitive and slowly lost himself to a dream.
This is the remains of grief.
Krem, it's basically a coin flip. Do you want to try this tome, or do you need to wait?
The tome that I'm holding? Thonic's tome?
Yeah, get the shard in that thing, give it a shot, see if we can't find your mom before the day's done, or... Honestly, I'm not sure what other options are. I guess wait. We can wait.
No, I want to find her now. Marion, can I have the shard from the fridge?
Of course. Yeah. Kept it safe for you.
Thanks.
And she reaches in, and it's cold to the touch. Actually, I'd say it's normal because her hot... I don't want to say hot body, and I don't feel like hot fingers is any better. Hot Palm warms the shard as she hands it to you.
Her intense temperature.
Her intense temperature.
I can say it. Marion's body is very hot.
Muscular woman. Another type I have. Anyway.
Hey, I get it. I really do.
Big girls. Itty bitty
It's valid.
girls. Inner city girls.
Anyway.
Yep.
The pretty
Yep.
girls.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I'm thinking of Hot to Go. That's the song I was thinking of.
Okay, fair enough.
I want you to know I did do the hand motions for that. The HOTTOG. Anyways.
Solid.
I'm gonna take the shard from Marion with a soft smile, and I'm gonna walk over to the portal and put the shard into the portal where the last piece is.
All right. The whole thing is complete. It all has a reflective sheen that, like putting in the last puzzle piece, brings a weird sort of satisfaction as you gaze upon it, now on the floor, ready to be activated.
I look behind me to Anything and JD and Marion, and I say, "Are you coming with me?"
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
In it to the end.
All right. So you cast the spell?
Yeah, I open the book and I cast the spell.
So both you and the book's goal is to activate this portal, so I'm not going to make you roll for this.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because whether or not it succeeded or you succeeded, the goal is the same. You are aligned in the, like, what's the word? Like, I don't want to say goal again, but the objective. Activating all my neurons now. So basically, what happens is, instead of the shaking and all the vibrating, it simply levitates off the ground and stretches into this black, shiny, like calm black hole of a circle. And you can see your reflections in it as it hovers there. Like a more refined version of the portal shard that your mother was trapped behind. Do you go in?
Head first. I walk through.
So you guys walk through,
Mm-hmm.
and your Jules behind. So are we gonna come? And then you just don't hear him. Jesse, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Oh, damn it.
At disadvantage.
Oh, damn it. This is gonna be... Okay. That's cocked. I'll honor that. 11.
You have failed the wisdom saving throw.
Whoosh.
Yeah.
So, you alone are now in a complete and utter black... Well, I shouldn't say black, but at first black void. And then all around you, you see stars start to come into view. And I'm going to change the... You know what? I'm pulling this back for just a second.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not the first thing you see. The first thing you see is... Hold on. And I don't know if y'all can see this yet.
Yeah, it's a map. A new one.
It is this map.
With like 3 suns.
Looks like a ruined temple.
Yeah. Like suns.
It is a temple of Lathander.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And you find yourself right in the middle of it. Face to face with Lathander himself.
Okay. Hello?
Just gonna do that. This overlay. This yellow overlay is gonna be your patron.
Okay. What does he
Hello.
look like? Is he just like that, like a yellow, like glowing orb, like a mass?
Yellow, like hard, like I before, hard to look at, but a man, golden skin, relaxed aura to him. A fresh breeze blows through. This man has the, or I should say, this god has the essence of life, beauty, everything that is good. And he looks at you. I've been waiting.
What are you waiting for?
Well, I was waiting for a very special set of circumstances, and you seem to have fulfilled them. While I can't tell you everything, I can tell you that it will be revealed soon. Very soon, in fact. I don't want you to be afraid. And I told you this before, you're part of something much bigger than you realize. But there is a reason I took away your power.
I was gonna ask about that. I don't know what the plan is. Will I, on the other side of this, are my friends okay?
Your friends are fine. They've made it safely into the astral sea, where they shall come upon the holy gates.
Okay. On the other side of this plan is Jesse okay?
You're talking about your original.
Yes, the counterpart, the man I replaced.
All I can tell you is you'll find out soon enough.
Okay. And is this just a warning of things to come, or is this...
This is me giving you a warning, yes. That times are soon to be much worse than they already are.
Okay.
Would you like to see your friends now?
On the other side of the bad times, are they okay? Or is that
Yes.
too far out to tell? They are. Okay.
Soon, I believe you'll give that answer to me.
Understood.
And
Then if you'll let me,
the
I'll go see them.
room glows bright, and you rub your eyes, and there you are, standing in the astral sea upon a broken bridge. And I'll switch to that one. Where is it? Oh, this is alphabetical. I forgot. You find yourself floating in this astral sea. All of this world crumbling around you. In front of you lies a massive stone gate. I would like you guys to make investigation checks for me.
That's an 11 plus 4. So 16.
Okay.
Just an 11 flat for me.
11 flat.
17 plus 1, 18.
18. Okay. And Jesse, make a perception check for me.
Ooh, that's about to be not as good. Yeah, that's a 4.
Okay. So in front of you, you see in front of the gate, there is the religious iconography of both Lathander and Shar. It is unheard of to see them both depicted at the same sort of temple. In fact, most would say would be blasphemous. But this is something that is too massive to be done by a religious fanatic. This was done by either godly power or a mighty civilization. The two stone statues stand there depicting their visages. One of them, the door for the goddess of death, Shar, the eyes swirl an eerie blackness. And the god of light, Lathander, the eyes are not filled.
Like, just Lathander's eyes?
Just Lathander's eyes, yeah.
Can I walk up? Can I put my hand on it? Or just...
You walk up and place your hand upon the left-hand side, and the light from the eyes glows bright, and the door swings inward. The skeleton that was propped up against the door falls down, clattering to the floor. The skeleton has clearly been here a very long time. It has the remains of a female, and there are many weapons attached to its side.
Can I?
It's
Sorry,
yeah.
Go ahead.
It clearly hasn't moved from this spot, and if you would like to make a medicine check to find out the cause of death, you can.
I was going to investigate to see if I could know if I knew who this was.
Make an investigation check with advantage.
22. It was a 14 plus
That's-
8.
This is Lucia. This is your mother. Sitting back against the gate for who knows how long.
Krem drops to her knees and begins to cry. She takes both of the skeletal hands that are placed beside this body into her own hands and presses them to her forehead. And she whispers to herself, "Why?"
JD kneels down beside her and puts an arm over her shoulders and doesn't say anything. But as they're sitting there, what small emotive power he can offer flows through him magically into her, and there's no function here, just a sense of presence, maybe a smell of pine and flowers kind of blooming on his cloak as he puts his arms around you and just lets you know that someone's there.
I'll join in this, just kind of pulsing the little bit of magic I have available in me right now.
Krem cries. She realizes that they are there and she cannot stop. She starts whispering, "Why? Why? and starts to get louder. Why? And begins to scream angrily. She is overcome with grief. She is shaking.
I'm just gonna like look at JD and just kind of like make like eyes. Like, is there anything that can be done?
Are we still linked?
No, I would not say we are linked.
Okay. JD says, look around. I'll hold her for a minute. See if you can find anything to help us understand what happened. Maybe what her mom thought was worth sacrificing herself for.
Oh, I'll go in.
I'm gonna stay here too. Marion
Understood.
curls up next to her.
Can
Jesse.
if I reach out, can I summon Bimley here?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I can. I still have that like connection.
Yeah.
Actually, also, before you get too far, I reach out to you and clasp your hand in mine one more time, and you feel a fox's cunning run up through your shoulder and into your body, and you find yourself more aware of your surroundings than before and having a higher ability to put cause and effect together in your mind. And I just gave you advantage on all intelligence checks while you're looking around.
And me and Bimley will go in.
All right, as you walk in, you notice several odd things. There in front of you is a staircase, pristine, untouched, leading up to a pedestal. All around you, you notice that... Actually, make an intelligence check. That's what I'm going to say. It's a good check.
And I have advantage on these?
Yeah, because of... Yeah.
Fox cunning. Okay, that's a 12.
Okay. Something's off, but you can't tell exactly what. As you step closer to this pedestal, you can see, as you approach, this feather, just plain, normal feather, just any goose feather you'd find. You approach, and this feather levitates off the pedestal, closer to you. And then, in front of you, very rapidly and suddenly, there is a cloaked figure in a black hood. Do you want this?
I don't know.
What do you
Who
mean?
are
You
you?
don't, you don't know? Who, me? I'm nothing.
That's ironic.
It,
Nice to
it-
meet
it-
you, nothing. I'm anything.
It is ironic, isn't it? Yesik, do it. And behind you, you feel the cold, familiar grasp of a hand you'd forgotten a long, long time ago. Reach in from behind you and into your eye sockets. I was wondering when you'd get here. And you feel Yesik pull your eyes out of your head in a very swift, sudden motion. And the last thing you see before he does is the hood go back and Jesse's face staring right back at you. I suppose you can only really hear me now, but I've been waiting for you to get here quite a long time. And I could say you've really led me here. And you think back to a second ago when something was off, and you realize that your compass was pointing directly at the gate. I don't know when it happened exactly, but that thing you've got on your wrist there showed up on mine, and it's been leading me to you ever since. I gotta say, fate couldn't have done me any better. When you left me to die, do you remember that?
I've thought about it every day since it happened.
I have as well.
Every time I close my eyes.
I lied there, praying to any god or goddess to come find me. And guess what? My prayers were answered.
I would imagine by Shar.
The one and only. I've done a little bit of research, and she's told me a lot of information about what I'd be finding. And this is merely just the first step. I thank you for leading me here, but I don't think I'm going to need you anymore. You changeling scum.
Not the first time I've been called that. Andrew, I want you to know I'm looking through Bimley's eyes now.
All right. I must go now before your friend who's raped in tragedy and sorrow realizes that their prize is already gone.
Look, Jesse or nothing. Well, I don't know what you prefer to be called. We didn't come here for that. I actually was hoping I could come here to help you. And I know I am a liar. I know I'm not someone worth trusting. And I don't care if you believe me. I'm glad you're alive. And if this is the price I pay, just do what you need to me. The ones outside, they have done nothing. They've helped me on the way to try to find you. I'm sorry.
You got one thing right. You should be sorry. And I'm not going to hurt you any more than I already have. I'm going to make sure this never happens to anyone ever again. I'm going to make sure your whole kind is wiped from existence. And once I get my hands on those other two relics, you're going to feel the pain. Or should I say, you won't feel anything at all.
Do I feel any of that power from Lathander right now?
You do. You feel it start to surge back into you. As Essek walks back in front of you, you can see that the original Bimley has taken a toll on his body. He, not very responsive, is sluggishly walking with him, missing one arm, replaced with something cold and robotic. He turns to you, his crossbow on his side, and just that mangled face.
Hey,
Both
nothing.
a joy to see and nothing. What?
Just answer me a question.
Anything.
The skeleton out there. Is this your doing?
Huh. No, she was long dead before I even got here. But I must say, it served a perfect distraction.
Understood. I'm going to hit, just move my hand, knock the dagger loose off and say, fuck, I'm sorry. I'm just desperation. And I'm going to stomp it into the ground, and I'm going to cast Summon Greater Demon.
Oh, you're going to summon
Bimley.
Bimley. Okay.
Yesek, you ready for round 2? and I'm gonna yell, "I found the ones who killed her. Get in here."
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
Can we have a nice little scene outside really quick?
Yeah, as he's going to investigate, this is like further in, like in further into the temple, and you guys don't hear a scream from the, I'm sure, immense amount of pain you would have from someone reaching behind you and pulling out your eyes.
Yeah.
And you're out here with Krem, grieving over the long dead corpse of her mother.
I think that JD's done a lot of rhyming in this campaign, and I'm not going to try to sing in the mic, but there's a scene in Lord of the Rings where one of the hobbits is singing to an evil king who sent his son to die in battle, and he sings a song. And I imagine that right now, something to that same, like, ethereal, dissociative melody is humming on JD's lips, where he's holding her and he's humming a funeral tune that the elves have created to be both grief and celebration of life and the worst sorrows and the heights of knowing the person that's been gone, all in one simple melody that he's just humming over her while he's got his arms around her. And that's happening right up until we hear a scream.
So are you summoning Bimley like on top of him?
Yes, I want to step this dagger into the ground, and bursting out underneath him is Bimley.
Okay, he's going to use counterspell.
Fuck. What level?
Highest you can, which is going to be, I think, 7th or 8th level.
Damn!
Okay, then nothing happens.
A neat little trick you got there, but I have a lot more to do, and I cannot be wasting my time with you right now. Thank you for letting me in the door, but I'm here to leave you. And he takes hold of Yesik's arm, and you see the both of them spin as they teleport. And then we cut to you guys, and you see these two figures approach in front of you, and you don't know who they are. And you're grieving over her corpse as these two random people appear in front of you, in front of your portal back home. Oh, I really can't let you follow us that quickly, so I'm just gonna do this real quick. And he casts Dispel on the gateway that y'all came through, Dispel magic.
Mm-hmm.
I do appreciate everything you've done. No hard feelings against you.
Does the gateway instantly disappear?
He's using Dispel magic, which will, like the spell suggests, dispel spells.
All the magic, okay.
But I still have the book with me, right? Because I had to use the book to cast it and walk through, yeah?
Yeah, you still have the book with you.
Okay.
But the portal disappears, and you do not have any shards that fall down. And he goes, I really do wish you the best of luck. And if you're on the side of, well, Lathander, life will prove good to you. And he disappears as quick as he was there.
Any chance I could have, like, run and grabbed him before he did that?
Yeah, let's have you do...
I feel like as soon as the portals disappeared, I'm realizing shit's fucked.
Yeah. Let's have you do... What should I have for this? So I feel like him showing up is a surprise round, and then you showing after is normal initiative, so we can roll initiative and do that.
Okay, I just rolled a 19 flat.
19 flat. Okay, let me pull up his stats. I made his stats like 2 months ago, and I've just been hoping you never looked at the characters in the campaign.
And also, I'm gonna say this: when anything yelled that he found the one that killed uh,
18.
what's it? Killed her.
So I got him beat.
All right.
He fully believes that.
Wait, why does he believe it though? He said he didn't.
I'm a liar. I do not expect this guy to tell me the truth.
Let me pull up yes.
I lied to him, and that's what left him there.
Fair.
I do not think this guy would tell me the truth,
Okay.
especially if it would get more people on his ass.
His goal, and it's very plain, is just to leave you behind in a world, much like you did to him, in this moment.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, anything just
Vanguard.
doesn't believe him.
He's gonna roll initiative as well.
If I'm being honest, I don't think Krem has the ability to react right now.
No, I'm not expecting you to. This is why JD has gotten up and dived at him.
I don't think Marion has either. Like, unfortunately, I don't think she's going to. He rolled less, so it's gonna be you and then him and then Yesek or Yesel. Sorry. What would you like to do?
So I go.
Let
I
me
just
let
wanna touch
me
him. I just wanna
yeah.
grab him.
Okay. Let me put them out here. What are you just gonna grab him and like, keep him there, or are you gonna like cast anything?
My goal is
or-
to touch him. Do I touch him?
You would, yeah. I'd say you're quick enough. He's like right there in front of you, kind of taunting. He wants to close his portal, so I'd say he's there.
Then yeah, I guess who's getting cursed again?
Cursed. All right. What does he have to do?
I don't do the whole thing again, but I grab his head and I shove a seed into it, and he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay. Not gonna lie, not his best. What does he have to beat?
14.
14. Let's see what happens. A 10.
Woo! It does say Dex save. Does he not have good wisdom?
Was that
Same.
Dex?
That said that was Dex.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
It
rolled
said
Dex.
Dex on our end.
I apologize.
Well, what was the
I
dice?
clicked on
It
the-
was a 7. So
He has
modifier.
plus 6 to it instead of plus 3 on saving throws.
So that's 13.
13. Yeah. So I think that still
So
fails.
still under.
Yeah.
Still fails. Then he is going to, on his turn, make another wisdom saving throw. If he fails it, he wastes it doing nothing.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll again. He got a nat 20 on his wisdom save.
Wow. Guess he does stuff.
You put this seed into
He's
his
not-
head, and for a moment it completely overtakes everything. And then, as he's standing there, this magic upon his face, he moves his hand like he's wiping spit from it and tosses it to the side. You had me there for a second, but I really must be going. And he disappears.
I'm still holding him. Do I go with him?
You do not.
Okay.
By the time you're able to get there, Hayden, it is too late.
JD just lets his knees buckle and he hits the ground. He looks back at Krem and he's like, "Can we get out of here?"
Is there a reason?
He knows this isn't a time for logic for you, so he just turns back to face the void around him, the floating rocks and the planets and the stardust beneath him, and he just kind of slumps forward a little bit.
Anything stumbles out of the temple, using Bimley's eyes to guide him.
What just happened?
Is that Marion?
Yeah.
I found him. Oh.
Who was that?
What happened to your
Who was
eyes?
that?
Oh, fucking. Oh.
I think for the first time JD sees Jesse's face and he's like, oh shit. He gets up quickly and runs over to him and says, oh fuck. Hey, come here.
Anything
Your
is
face.
laughing.
Give me your face, like in a psychotic way or in a relatively like
Like
this is
the
actually kind of funny way.
like the This is so fucked.
Yeah, so psychotic. JD
Like they're
takes
just like
her
the
face
purely
in his,
resigned. Like if you
Yeah.
don't laugh, you're gonna cry.
JD takes his face in his hands and cures his wounds. Tries to heal his eyes back up. He's gonna heal for 19.
JD, I think it starts turning into. It starts like the laughter starts to turn into a cry in his JD. There's nothing there to heal. There's nothing there. I should have fucking known. Of course he'd be fucking looking for me too.
That's the guy? That's
Yes. That's everyone. One of them, the real Jesse, apparently one of two things. He either goes by a fucking ironic name now or chose one to mirror me. He told me his name was Nothing. And the other is the man who killed my parents. Or actually, I don't remember that. Never mind. The man who kept me as a slave. For years. I thought I'd killed him.
Krem is gonna take this moment to lift her head from the bones that she's been crying at for however long this has been, and look up at anything and be speechless.
JD takes a deep breath in. All right. Jesse, tell me straight. Scale of 1 to 10. How useful are you right now? How much can you stick with me in this pretty shitty situation that we're in? How useful are you right now? That's what I thought.
I've got a little bit of connection to Lathander. I can see through Bimley. I'm not 100% accurate, but I'm here.
That's better than nothing. How here are you with your will to live?
Oh, all the way.
All the way?
There's fuel for the fire. There's something.
He shakes him a little bit and he's like, that's something. And he walks over to Krem and he hoists her up a little bit. Like, it doesn't matter if she's with him or not. He picks her up by the undersides of her armpits and hauls her to her feet.
She's dangling.
You look at me, Creme Brulee.
She lifts her red-stained eyes and swollen face to you.
You look at me. Because I'm going to tell you two things right now that ought to make you want to live. Thing number one, you found your mom. And yeah, this sucks. I would have hated to be in your shoes and have that moment where I finally found the person I'm looking for and they're gone. But at least you found her. At least you know. Thing number two, you have two brothers that are waiting for you on the other side of that portal. And they love you. And you have two brothers here. He glances back at Jesse/anything and he says, who love you too. And who are going to help you get out of here. Life's not over yet. And you don't get to give up.
Krem closes her eyes. And she cries a little bit more. Tears fall down her face. She says, okay.
Okay? All right. Now round up, Squires. Because we've been in shittier situations than this, and we're going to figure it out. Let's put our heads together.
That's the attitude I like to see.
Anthony's gonna take a dagger and cut off the sleeves of his jacket and tie it around like a blindfold.
Oh, that's dope. That's really cool. Actually, I like that imagery. Standing at the gate in front of you is a changeling with a blindfold on. It's plain white and very clearly the same one you've seen every time you've gone through the portal.
Hey, he's shown his face.
You've got a lot of work to do going forward if you're going to save everything. Now, I can offer you some solace. Please bring everyone. And he's kind of gesturing to Lucia as well, inside.
JD scoops up the bones as best he can.
Krem makes
And-
sure that Krem wants to pick up the skull specifically and carry it.
So, as you enter back through the gateway, the changeling is standing there. Now, I know a lot of this isn't going to make very much sense, but let me help you first, so we can be on good terms. Please align her to the best of your ability, please. Now, in this space, my domain, things run backwards here. And now it doesn't actually affect the living. It does affect things that are not. And as you watch your surroundings, you begin to realize what was so wrong. Everything is moving backwards. All the stones in the space are moving in the opposite direction that they should. And you realize that time is very slowly moving back. I am Agma, at least part of me. I am all of the past information. That is at least the segment that they've sealed off. Do you know anything about me, or have they shunned all information about me, ironically?
Honestly, you're associated with some pretty gnarly shit, dude.
Well, forgive me for saying good or bad.
Bad.
Not great.
Currently.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I was the first. Do you mind if I explain a little bit more on that?
We're literally a captive audience.
Well, I have been for as long as I can remember now. I was alone when I first noticed things. I had this whole world before me, and I knew everything, but it didn't mean anything without anyone here. So I made you. And he's pointing at Jesse. Well, changelings, I should say. Creatures to inhabit this world, to take over and spread and adapt to anything I had in store for them. And they did. They spread. They took over everything, began to change into other things, and eventually lost sight of what they were, turning into humans, genasi, even drow. You, anything, or I guess unchanged from when I first put any sort of creatures here. The original copy. And it was good. And these living things began to make stories and make things that I had no information on. I wasn't capable of making anything new, and they brought new information into this world, and I gained more power, and before I knew it, things had evolved into a world beyond imagination. And the issue still was that I could see how all of it was going to play out. And I couldn't live in a world like that, knowing everything. So I took my own eyes and I put them in the sky. You know them as Lathander and Shar. Is anything making sense? Or is this too much?
Are you a god of gods, almost?
At one point I was. All gods come from the belief in something. All the gods you know come from the belief in an idea, a human principle. Peace, trade, thievery, all human, or I should say changeling concepts, if you want to be accurate. But I did not foresee, in an ironic way, what removing part of myself would allow them to put power into. And before I knew it, the god of light and darkness were born. Growing from the belief of power, they searched for worshippers and followers and soon gained them by granting them power. But the humans had their own power, they had their own will, and they didn't like that I was giving them such power. So they cut off my hands and sealed me away into the past, present, and future parts of information. And separated my essences into these items that you've been looking for. Well, I don't know what to call him. Adversary has one part now. He still is missing two, but at least part of me is free.
What do the other parts do, if I can ask?
I'm all past information. If you would like to know anything about anything that's happened prior to this very moment, I can tell you. The present is locked somewhere in an inky sea, and the future, even I don't know. He's searching for those other parts. The quill alone isn't enough. That man that you followed, a fanatic, only following the scraps of what was left behind and buried. He doesn't really know all there is. He only knew part of the truth. But if your counterpart, who worships the goddess of death, gets what he's looking for, he's going to end up wiping out all life on every plane. Because you all are changelings in a weird origin sort of way. That DNA lies inside of you.
Okay.
Sorry, I did not say that well. I had such an eloquent way of saying the rest of that, but that was not a good way of saying that. No,
That was the only reason I'm laughing is because
no,
you
you're
were saying
good.
the rest of it so eloquently. And
that
he's
part,
like a weird
yeah,
origin sort of way.
origin sort of way.
Yeah, I love the idea of this god
No.
like kind of like fumbling that last line.
Yeah.
Is amazing monologue.
Make that vocabulary a part of his character. Where like, because he's been alive for so long that like sometimes he just uses like normal slang,
new
and sometimes
canon.
he uses very eloquent spoken language.
New canon right there established.
Hell yeah.
But yes,
So
he's looking for the
Ogma, right?
yes.
Can I call you Og?
Why not?
So Og, big buddy. That's a lot of information you gave us right there, which seems thematically appropriate.
I am the god of it.
How are we gonna use that to get out of here?
And if I may ask, what do we do going forward?
Well, I would recommend you stop him before he gets to the inkwell of wild magic in the ultimatum. And he combines all those together. You like that pun? You
I
like
do.
that pun?
I'm
It's got a lot of-
sorry. I wanted to hold it
I
in.
really like that pun.
I wanted
I
to
really
hold it
like
in.
that pun a
Hold it
lot.
back.
But then I was
I had
hold
to.
it back so
No,
hard.
I did too. That's the funny part. It's such a like ultimatum.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of it like a less like stupid sounding version, but I was like, I'm just gonna roll with it.
Yeah, I like it.
I love it. I love it. I'm sorry that I laughed. You were being serious.
No, you're good. No, absolutely. That's what it's meant for. I was not expecting full seriousness from this entire. Not expecting it. Yeah. Okay, we're gaining. Okay, here we go. But yes, if you want to keep everything together, I would suggest going after him for your own personal and everyone else's vendetta.
But like how?
You look down and you can see that the body has begun to run back time, I guess. It's begun to recorporeal itself, and Lucia is becoming less skeletal and more drow-like. Once she returns to the living, I can send you all back. The problem is I'm not entirely at full power. And when you end up is going to be an issue.
You said when, right?
I assume you would like to get back to the present time.
Ish, yeah, that'd be good.
Well, that's going to be an issue for me. But I can try if you're willing to take the risk.
I don't see another way out.
Is there another way? Like, listen, you're the back alley drug dealer that's just told me my only option, and said like you're gonna have to try this. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do it if that's all we can do.
It's either that or search the astral sea, which,
Oh,
to my information, is infinite. And trust me, I would
so,
know.
Yeah, this feels like the only option. Cool.
Yeah, we've been taking risks all day. It doesn't. This is
You know
par
what?
for
Yeah,
the
you
course.
know what? Put my hand out for a cool team thing. You know what, guys?
I take one of JD's hands.
This is a team like hurrah thing. It's in the middle. Everyone can put their hand if they want.
Anything tries to put their hand in and misses because he's
JD
looking
grabs
from
it and
third
puts it in.
person.
JD grabs it and guides it to the right place. And he says, guys, we've been through literal hellfire, fought demons, wizards, and we've met gods. Whatever's next isn't going to be too terrible. Can't be worse than what we've already done. To adventure, let's do this.
I agree.
And he throws his hand into the air and yells, Spitfire Squire!
Spitfire Squires!
JD's new character arc is he developed an accent. He's had it the whole time. He's felt self-conscious.
He's been hiding it the whole
Feels
time.
self-conscious.
He's had a higher
He felt a
deception
little
view the
self-conscious.
entire time. He's been chugging six packs to make it less obvious.
Oh yeah, he's addicted.
Anyway.
So as you do this, Lucia, who at this point is much older, not like at death's door from aging perspective, but from the moment of when she died, which is probably due to starvation, you guys. She had been here a while before that time had passed. And her eyes open as she looks at you, Crumb. Who are you? And what are you all doing here?
Crumb smiles. She tackles her.
I am not very strong right now, but I do warn you, once I get my full capabilities back, I will kill you.
You can try.
I will. That was not a threat.
And Krem is laughing, and she is smiling.
Why are you think I'm weak? Why are you laughing at me?
JD slings an arm around Jesse and like grins at the scene that's playing out before them because he's never seen Krim so happy.
Oh yeah. Anything is definitely like got that smile. But also every scene now, I want you guys to picture anything like Head looking in the complete wrong direction and Bimley looking at the right spot.
I was really, really hoping that was going to be the outcome for this.
There's a constant bit for anything now of looking in the complete wrong direction and Bimley is the sight line.
All right.
Is that a good place to wrap up? Is that it? Is there more lore?
Good luck. And the next thing that happens is you arrive back in Ogma to learn of the burning of the Arbor Forest, the rise of the Cleve Empire, and the Holy War between Lathander and Shar that has raged for the last 25 years. And that's where we'll end the campaign.
Wow.
Holy fuck!
Wait!
Andrew, you can't.
Yeah.
Wait!
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No!
can.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I can.
Hell yeah, Andrew. Hell yeah.
And then we get back to this.
I'm sorry, man. That was my ending.
Not 1 year,
what I
but
thought.
2 years! Because we have my campaign after yours!
What the fuck?
Until we meet again.
Hey, this is Hayden. I just finished editing this episode, and I wanted to stop through and just say thank you guys for listening. This project is the pleasure of all of our lives. We are so proud of it, so happy that we got to do this. And I want to let you guys know this isn't the last thing you'll hear from us. Pretty soon we're going to have new season coming out, and I will not be your editor anymore. That's going to be on Andrew's shoulders because I am taking over as DMing. We're going to be having a whole lot of new adventures, and who knows, in a couple years, might come back and do some more in this one. You'll get to meet these characters again. I sure hope we do. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. We love you guys. Stay safe.